Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hello, how's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday, Testimony Tuesday. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Nichelle with 2excel with Nichelle.com. I bring you information, inspiration, and motivation to help you jump out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. What's going on, Pastor Monique? So today we are going to talk about how to stay sellable in a sold out world. Now, I'm going to use this from several different perspectives. I'm going to use this from a religious perspective, not religious, but a spiritual perspective. Thank you so much for that wonderful super heart, Pastor Monique. I am going to use this from a spiritual perspective, and then I'm going to use this from a business perspective, because I say this to you all the time. When you're talking about business, when you're talking about life, all of them have some intertwining factors associated with them. Thank you so much for sharing too, lady. Greatly appreciate you. They all have intertwining factors associated with them. And if you want to be successful in life, you got to make sure your business is right. And that's from a business as an entrepreneur. That's from a business in your home, in your life, wherever you are. Your business got to be straight. Because if your business is not straight, what you're going to find is your life is going to have havoc in it. Okay? So how to stay sellable in a sold out world. Now, you know, plenty of people sell themselves, their souls, and their spirits because of they're trying to get to that next shiny object. I know you probably have been there in your life. I know I have too. Next shiny object that pops on the scene, you want to be a part of it. Because really, literally in business, if you wait, you probably waited too long. And that's real talk. If you wait, you probably waited too long. Because if you're thinking about, being a participant of multi-level marketing, they always say of the frame mind that if you wait to be the last one to get on, then you can't get no more money. I'm going to testify and say that's a lie. However, in most aspects in business, true enough, if you wait, you're going to probably wait too long. So how to stay sellable in a sold out world? First of all, you got to always protect your spirit. In every situation, under any circumstance, you have to protect your spirit. How do you protect your spirit? You have to understand and recognize who you are and whose you are, what you will allow and what you will not allow, what you will allow people to say to you, do to you, and take away from you. That's how you protect your spirit. Yes, in order to stay sane in a sold out world, you gotta protect your spirit. It's so key, it's fundamental to your success, short term and long term, that you protect your spirit. Because if you don't protect your spirit, what you're gonna find out is anything that comes to you, it will disturb you, it will distort you, it will cause you to lose focus on your purpose and on your mission. So do not sell out. Do not sell out because somebody else did it. Do not sell out because you don't know which way to go. The best thing to do is, first of all, as I say all the time, go to the source. When you go to the source, you shall never be confused, because the source will never lead you wrong. The source will never lead you wrong. And so not being sold out in a sold out world, how to stay sellable in a sold out world. Know your purpose, understand your purpose, stay focused in on what it is that you want to do. Remember that person that never gave up? Nobody does. Nobody does. That's number one. You don't want to give up on what you believe in. You don't want to give up on what you understand. You don't want to give up on what you know that you have that will allow you to get to that next level. So don't ever give up. All right. Thank you so much for that super heart. Greatly appreciate you. I love you for that. Don't ever give up, because that person that gave up, you're only giving up on yourself. You're not giving up on anybody else. If I gave up and never broadcast live again, I'm not giving up on anybody else. I'm giving up on myself. Why? Because I know God has planted a message in me. I know God has shared a revelation in me, a revolution that I need to give to somebody else. Because somebody else may be stuck in a zone right now. They may be stuck in their life and they don't know what to do to not be sold out. Because see, we all fall short of being sold out. It's normal because we're human. We're human. How do you become a victim of it? You fall for it over and over and over again. And you can't do that. So that person that never gave up, nobody remembers them. That person that gave up, nobody remembers the person that gave up. But that person that stayed on the battlefield, that person that triumphed through trials and tribulation. That person that said, look, I know I'm not who I need to be right now, but I'm working on it. Yes, Lord, I'm working on it. And in the process of me working on it, I'm going to get better at it. And in the process of me getting better at it, I'm going to seek additional assistance to help me get that way. You know, God, he's the only being that knows everything. He knows how many hairs you have on your head. He knows what you're going to think before you think it. He knows who you are. Why? Because you're his. And so when you give up, you ain't giving up on nobody but yourself. Remember that. Remember that. Nobody ever remembers that person that gave up. Number 2, the hardest battle that you will ever fight is who you are now and who you want to be. Now, I am so much better than I was yesterday. I'm nowhere near that person I was yesterday. In fact, that person I was yesterday, I don't even want to remember them. But I cannot forget them. Why? Because it made me who I am today. Do you hear me? That's a word. That's a word for somebody today. That person I was yesterday, I don't want to remember them anymore, but they made me who I am today. And so for that, I am thankful. For that, I am grateful. Why? Because if I had not had that struggle with that person I was before, I wouldn't be who I am today. And so in business, in life, you're going to go through some changes. You're going to have challenges. You're going to go through some things that you're probably like, why me? My question to you is, why not you? See, God don't choose people by mistake. God does not choose people by mistake. He chooses them purposely because he knows each and every one of us and what we can endure. And you know that God will never put more on you than you can bear. With that being said, why not you? And so being that it is you, you need to focus in on what the good of it is. Recognize why it's for you and make the best of it in business and in life. Number 3. If you are searching for a person to take charge of yourself, you know, a lot of people want to be like other people. A lot of people want to show up like other people. A lot of people want to have that celebrity name attached to their name, you know, and I know I'm a celebrity all in by myself. I don't need to have anybody's additional name attached to mine because, see, God made all of us uniquely qualified. He made all of us uniquely qualified. What does that mean? Being uniquely qualified means that I don't have to be attached to somebody else to be successful. Do you hear me? I don't have to be attached and running after and chasing that next shiny object just because for the simple reason that somebody else is attached to them. See, everybody wants that shiny object. Well, we recognize and realize that there are a whole bunch of flowers in the garden. But when you go consistently chase that flower that everybody else is chasing, you're going to get left behind. Choose other flowers in the garden. Choose other flowers in the garden. See how beautiful they are. You may be missing out on the flowers in the garden because you're chasing that other flower that everybody else is chasing. Do you hear me? That's real talk. So if you are searching for that person that can change your life, look in the mirror because that person is you. Only you can make the decision and the determination that now is my time. Now is the time for me to up level my life and supersede all those naysayers, those doubters, those people that told me I wouldn't make it because I'm not this, because my name is not important, because I don't have that many followers. Because look, people, if you want people to follow you, you got to do this, you got to do that. You got to act silly. You got to curse people out. You got to be deranged and all that kind of stuff. No, because see, who you're supposed to be with will connect with you. Do you hear me? Who you're supposed to be with will connect with you, and those that are not for you, they will carry on and move on. And you should not let that keep you frustrated because you can't build an audience, because you can't say the things that somebody else says and how they do it. Do you, boo? Yes, do you, and be strong in who you are. So how to stay sellable in a sold out world. Too many people are selling themselves short for their skills, their expectations, the things that they know how to do because somebody told them that they didn't. And they internally feel that they don't know how to do it either. How to stay sellable in a sold out world. So if you're searching for that person, look in the mirror because that person lies in you. Number 4, if you want to be the best, you have to do what others won't do. If you want to be the best, you got to do what others won't do. See, everybody is not willing to take that chance. Everybody is not willing to jump, to leap, to commit to that opportunity. Everybody's not willing to do that. Why? Because they're going to have an excuse. The excuse is going to be, I don't have enough money. I'm not smart enough. I don't have a degree. Or something along those lines. I'm not pretty enough. My face is not right. My lips may not be shaped right. My color is too dark, or, you know, my hair is kinky, or something along those lines. Everybody's going to have an excuse as to why they can't do it. And the more different you are, the more appealing you are. Why? Because people are going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you. But you know, while they're talking about you, God is cheering for you. God is cheering for you. Yes, He is. My name is Nichelle, and I'm the Startup CEO, helping you to start a profitable business from your kitchen table while you're still working your 9 to 5. You can learn more about me and what I do by clicking the link in my bio. That's 2excelwithnichelle.com. I'm also on Instagram at Nichelle Womack, or on Twitter at Nichelle Womack. If you like podcasts, check the People Connect podcast out. I'm on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and on Google. Check it out, okay? Business information, inspiration, motivation to push you out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God, not man, God, not you, but God has blessed you with. So let's talk about that moving forward. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to do what others won't do. Why? Because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. You, again, as I say, you don't have to consistently chase that shiny object to be sellable. Your personality alone, your skills alone are sellable in a sold out world. Yes, they are. When you go on an interview for a job, when you start a business, when you go do something different, you got to make your stuff different. Just who you are is enough. You don't have to downgrade your skills, up level your skills. And if they won't rise to it, then they're not for you. Do you understand me? If they won't rise up to your level, they're not for you. Everybody is not for you. That took me the longest to learn in business, that everybody is not for me. And I'm not for everybody. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And you really have to recognize that, because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck in a sold out world. You have to understand that everybody is not going to be for you, and you can't be for everybody. And so if you want to be the best, you have to do what others are not willing to do. And sometimes that's hard. Sometimes that's hard because everybody wants to be in the in crowd except those different people. See, Jesus didn't want to be in the in crowd. No. Why? Because He said, I got something different. These people ain't saving nobody. These people ain't making people stop bleeding and all that kind of stuff. Mary walking around trying to touch the hems of Jesus, his robe. Nobody was trying to do that. Nobody was going to come in a tomb and then 3 days later wake up with all power in His hand. Nobody can make a blind man see but God. And so why are you trying to copy other people? Why are you trying to be like other people when, if you are of God, you're going to do everything you can to not be like nobody but who He made you to be? Do you hear me? That's loud and clear. So if you want to be like other people, then you are missing out on all the opportunity that God has for you. Number 5, you want to always understand that choice comes with sacrifice. You want to always understand that choice comes with sacrifice. So when you make the decision to be an entrepreneur, you have to understand, you have to recognize that it's not going to be easy. That a lot of times you are going to be put in uncompromising situations. That you're going to be put in some situations that are tough, that you literally probably can't deal with by yourself. You know, and that's why I say you always need a team, because there's no success in I. If you look at the word team, there's no I in there. And so when you look at team, you know that you need somebody to help you rise to that next level. And if you want to get to that next level, you have to find people that connect to the source, because there is only one way to success, and that's through the source. And if they don't connect with the source, then your struggles may continue. And see, when I'm doing business with people, I always let them know I'm not going to sway you one way or another. I'm not a religious person at all, but I'm very spiritual. And in that spirituality, it aligns me. See, success is all about alignment. And when I am aligning with people who are of the same mindset as the Most High, they're not trying to take advantage of people. They're not trying to scam people, anything of that sort. They're not trying to tell you or put other people down because they do the same thing as you. I've been on people's broadcasts and they consistently put people down because they don't have as many followers as them, or because they don't do what they do. You know, all of us have a skill and a talent, and you shouldn't be in that mindset of putting people down, keeping them down in that barrel. What you should be doing is lifting them up. Say, look, we all can win at this game. There's over 6 billion people in the world. We can all win at this game. I don't need to put you down to make myself glorified or to be more successful. We all can be successful in the eyesight of God and in what we do. So how to stay sellable in a sold out world? Know who you are. Know what you bring to the table and don't be afraid to eat alone. That is my message for you today. I am Nichelle with 2excel with Nichelle.com. I bring you information, inspiration, and motivation to push you out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. That connection, that spiritual connection, is so key and so important to your success, to your next level. When you realize that, things will change in your life. I promise you, I'm a witness, and that is my testimony. You can learn more about me by going to Excel with Nichelle.com. The link is also in my bio. It's on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. I'm on Twitter at Nichelle Womack and on Facebook at Nichelle Womack. If you like podcasts, go to the People Connect Podcast, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and on Google. And until next time, I'll talk with you soon. Blessings and peace. I pray you receive this message with gratitude, thanksgiving, and recognize and realize that you are special. Blessings and peace. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in, tapping that screen, and sharing the love. You know somebody that needs this message, share it with them too.